Hello everyone and welcome back. If you really want to improve your English speaking, you do not need to wait for the perfect time. You do not need to know every grammar rule. You do not need thousands of difficult words. And you certainly do not need to be afraid of making mistakes. What you need is a simple method, regular practice, and the courage to speak before you feel ready. Many English learners spend years studying English, but when someone asks them a simple question, they suddenly become quiet. They understand the words, they know what they want to say, but the sentence does not come out. They start thinking in their first language, translate every word into English, check grammar in their mind, and then finally lose the confidence to speak. If this sounds familiar, please understand that you are not bad at English. You simply need to change the way you practice. The best way to improve your English speaking is to speak English regularly and naturally. Speaking is a skill, and like every skill, it becomes stronger through practice. You cannot become a good swimmer by only reading about swimming. You cannot become a good driver by watching driving videos without ever sitting behind the wheel. In the same way, you cannot become a confident English speaker by only studying English. You have to use your voice. Start with something very simple. Talk about your daily life. You can speak about what you are doing, what you did yesterday, what you are planning to do tomorrow, what you like, what you dislike, or what you see around you. For example, when you wake up in the morning, say, "I just woke up. I am still tired. I need to get ready. I am going to have breakfast. After breakfast, I will start my work." These sentences may look easy, but they are powerful because you are training your brain to create English sentences automatically. Do not wait until your English sounds perfect. Speak with the English you already know. If you know only simple words, use simple words. If you make a mistake, continue. Your goal is not perfection. Your goal is communication. One of the biggest problems English learners have is that they are afraid of mistakes. They think, what if I say something wrong? What if someone laughs at me? What if my pronunciation is not perfect? But let me tell you something important. Every fluent speaker made mistakes while learning. Mistakes are not proof that you are failing. Mistakes are proof that you are practicing. When you make a mistake, do not stop speaking. Notice it, learn from it, and continue. Imagine a child learning to speak. A child does not sit down and study grammar before saying a sentence. The child listens, copies sounds, repeats words, makes mistakes, and tries again. That is how natural speaking develops. You can use the same idea as an adult. Listen to English every day. Listen to short conversations, stories, interviews, podcasts, videos, or simple lessons. But do not just listen passively. Listen carefully and repeat. When you hear a sentence like, "I'm going to the store," pause the audio and say, "I'm going to the store." Say it again. "I'm going to the store." Again, "I'm going to the store." Try to copy the rhythm, pronunciation, and feeling of the speaker. This practice connects listening with speaking. Your ears learn what English sounds like, and your mouth learns how to produce it. This is one of the fastest ways to make your speaking more natural. Another important habit is learning phrases instead of isolated words. Many learners memorize individual words. They learn decision, make, important, and today. But when they want to speak, they do not know how to connect those words. Instead, learn useful phrases such as, "I made a decision. It's very important. What are you doing today? And I'm not sure about that." When you learn phrases, Your brain remembers ready-to-use pieces of language. This makes speaking faster and easier. You also need to stop translating every sentence in your head. Translation may help sometimes, but if you translate every single sentence, your speaking becomes slow. You first create a sentence in your native language, then search for English words, then arrange them, then check grammar, and finally speak. That takes too much time. Instead, start connecting English directly with meaning. When you see water, think water. When you feel tired, think I'm tired. When you want food, think I'm hungry. When you see the sky, think the sky is beautiful today. You are teaching your brain to use English naturally. At first, this may feel strange. That is completely normal. Keep doing it. You can also create an English environment around yourself. Change some of the things you see every day into English. Read simple English posts. Watch short English videos. Listen to English while walking or doing simple tasks. Write small notes in English. You do not have to study for 5 hours. Even 15 or 20 minutes of focused speaking practice every day can make a huge difference if you do it consistently. For example, choose one topic every day and speak about it for 2 minutes. Today, talk about your family. Tomorrow, talk about your favorite food. The next day, talk about your hometown. Then talk about your daily routine, your dreams, your favorite movie, your job, your hobbies, or a place you want to visit. At first, you may speak for only 30 seconds. That is okay. Then try 1 minute, then 2 minutes, then 5 minutes. The important thing is to keep speaking. You can even practice alone. You do not always need another person. Stand in front of a mirror and talk to yourself. Ask yourself questions and answer them. What did I do today? I worked, cleaned my room, and watched a movie. What am I going to do tomorrow? Tomorrow, I'm going to wake up early and finish my work. What is one thing I want to improve? I want to become more confident when I speak English. This simple exercise gives your brain regular speaking experience. Another powerful technique is recording yourself. Use your phone and record yourself speaking English for 1 or 2 minutes. Do not worry about sounding perfect. Just speak, then listen to your recording. You may notice that you speak too quickly. Maybe you repeat certain words. Maybe your pronunciation needs improvement. Maybe you pause too much. Do not feel embarrassed. Use the recording as a mirror. It shows you what you need to improve. Then record yourself again after a few days. You will slowly hear the difference. And please remember, confidence does not come before practice. Confidence comes because of practice. Many people say, I will speak English when I become confident. But it works the other way around. Speak first. Practice first. Make mistakes first. Then confidence comes. You do not need to feel ready. You need to start. If you are learning English right now, make a promise to yourself. Do not compare your English with someone who has been speaking English for 10 years. Compare yourself with the person you were yesterday. Maybe yesterday you could speak for 1 minute. Today, speak for 2. Maybe yesterday you knew 10 useful phrases. Today, learn 5 more. Maybe yesterday you were afraid to speak. Today, say 1 sentence out loud. Small progress is still progress. And do not underestimate repetition. Repetition may seem boring, but it is one of the secrets of language learning. When you repeat a useful sentence many times, it becomes automatic. You stop thinking about every word. Your mouth begins to remember the pattern. So choose useful sentences and repeat them every day. I can speak English. I am improving every day. I don't need to be perfect. I can make mistakes and continue. I am becoming more confident. These sentences are not only English practice. They are reminders that your progress depends on your actions. You do not need expensive courses. You do not need complicated materials. You do not need to wait for someone to teach you every sentence. Use the English around you. Listen, repeat, speak, record. Practice again. That is how you build speaking ability. And remember, English is not a test you have to pass. It is a tool you can use to communicate, connect, learn, travel, work, and express yourself. So stop waiting for perfect English. Start with the English you have today. Speak slowly if you need to. Use simple sentences. Repeat useful phrases. Listen carefully. Think in English whenever you can. Practice every single day. One day you will notice something beautiful. You will hear an English sentence, and you will understand it without translating. You will want to say something, and the English words will come naturally. You will enter a conversation without feeling as nervous as before. And you will realize that all those small moments of practice were building something inside you. Your English will not improve because you wished for it. It will improve because you used it. So start today, speak one sentence, then another, then another. Do not worry about mistakes. Do not worry about your accent. Do not worry about being perfect. Just keep speaking. Your voice becomes stronger every time you use it. Your confidence becomes stronger every time you try. And your English becomes better every time you practice. You are not too late. You are not too weak. You are not incapable of learning English. You simply need to keep going. Start with a few minutes today. Come back tomorrow. Practice again. And after weeks and months of consistent effort, you will look back and realize that the person who was once afraid to speak English has become someone who can speak with confidence. That journey starts with one simple decision. Stop waiting, start speaking, and keep speaking every day.